We are in Barcelona, one of Europe's great cities. Modernisme, Sagrada Familia, Camp Nou, and above all, food. And tonight, we are walking into Atempo, a one Michelin star hidden gem connected to chef Jordi Cruz. But this place is all about what happens live at the table. This is episode 2 in our ABaC universe journey, and they say Atempo is performance after performance. And the moment we walk in, the show begins. Silvia, the sommelier, welcomes us, calm, warm and so present. She hands us these little warm towels, and then we begin with the appetizers.
Let's start with our first cocktail. What we have in here is a gazpacho water in a Bloody Mary style. We're gonna add some celery salt. This will give some strength to our cocktail. Three other nice that we make with this same water, our gazpacho.
It's super original that the first appetizer is prepared here just to get warm, and let's see how it tastes. It's a salty tomato. It's lovely. I could try it again. Before we were at the backstage, and now we are here in the formal bar, and the place is lovely. We have all the winery here behind. I love it.
And then they started preparing the second appetizer. It was a Salmorejo tartlet with honey foam.
We add our Salmorejo cream, a roasted garlic emulsion. We add some sweetness with this on here. Finally put this egg yolk that we just cured in soy and we dehydrate.
The preparation has been spectacular with the delicacy that they prepared the first appetizer, and then it surprises me because it has lots of Spanish product, and they told us to eat it in just one bite. So let's try it and let's be obedient. Let's eat it in one bite.
Let's continue with this second appetizer. What we have in here is our version of the Sicilian cannoli.
We are enjoying a lot the experience of having everything prepared here in front of us. So if you love cooking, coming here and see how they prepare detail after detail. Every appetizer is fantastic. So let's try it. For you, cheers. It's very crunchy. Delicious, delicious.
Let's continue with our third appetizer. What we have in here is some tuna we cured in koji. We add some black olive powder, a little bit of panko.
The preparation is amazing. I die for tasting it. Delicious.
After those 3 appetizers and the welcome cocktail, we are greeted by Jordi, another young waiter, and he takes us to a second bar. But this one is hot. It feels like a little interlude, and here they serve us one more bite. Warm, substantial, and honestly, it changes the energy.
Take it with our hands. Just put this sauce and try it. It's crazy, eh? The feeling is like similar to a croqueta.
After these wonderful bites, after the prologue and that little interlude, we walk to our table with Jordi, and honestly, we are already impressed. Within Jordi Cruz's culinary universe, there are 3 names that define his vision: ABaC, Angla, and Atempo. But Atempo offers something different, more intimate, more alive, and far more connected to the dining room itself. And that's exactly what we are about to discover tonight. Okay, let's sit down and start Act 1. And then Silvia comes back, our sommelier, with that charming smile. She serves the aperitif, a mestras. And with this cava, these mestras, they serve as a beautiful appetizer, so artistic.
So we start the service on the table with a tasting of caviar and noisette butter. I'm gonna leave this broth here. It's gonna be cooking during the service. It's gonna be part of the next course. It's special to spread the butter, put the caviar on top to appreciate all the flavors and textures we have in this.
I love it. It's super original. We start with a spectacular bread. Look, I've never been served this kind of bread, so plain and so flat. Look at the butter container, that it has the shape of a hazelnut, yeah? And then inside you get the caviar and the noisette butter. They told us to put some butter and some caviar on top of the bread and do a great bite. Very original, eh? And the caviar, osetra caviar, we know it from different Michelin star restaurants, and it's always a 10. A toast for all my viewers. Thank you for being here with me. Health for everyone. They brought this stew and they told us that was for the preparation, that it was going to be prepared here on the table and it's for the next course.
Right, we continue here. Now is coming an oyster, and for me it's a little bit difficult to pair with wine. This is a classic cellar named ABaC with some history, and we are in the small region of Montilla-Moriles. Here we have a Pedro Ximénez.
It's not very sweet, it's quite dry. I like it.
With this wine came one of the dishes I was most excited to try, and it turned out to be a perfect reflection of Atempo's identity. One oyster divided into 3 parts, each one revealing a different side of the same ingredient: freshness, richness, and depth. It's not just beautifully executed, it tells you exactly what this restaurant is about.
So the 3 parts, body, beard, and mantle, so the 3 different parts. Very well explained and prepared. The sauces they put over, they are different and original. In my opinion, the best part for me was the first, the beard, because the sauce, the cold sauce, was very nice.
My favorite dish was still a few courses away, but before getting there, they brought us bread. In Spain, bread with olive oil is almost a ritual, and this one was beautifully crunchy and full of flavor. It also turned out to be the perfect companion for the next course, the prawns.
In this case, we have a little surprise. We cured these prawns for the last 12 hours. This helps to intensify the flavor and the color.
They bring out the carabineros, the ones that were buried in salt, and right in front of us they turn them into a maki, and they pair it with a Bouillabaisse, the one that's been simmering right next to us at the table. It's honestly incredible, because you are not just tasting it, you are watching it happen, and then they place the heads on the side so you can go in and try them too. I love this dish, I love it.
We're enjoying a lot, but not only for the product that I love eating, I love the product because top quality product. But it's not just a product that you can find it if you just search in a shop or in a delicacy shop. But it's the passion for their job, how they prepare the things, how they enjoy serving you. It's wow.
And we are getting very close to Atempo's best dish, but before that final moment, it's time to meet the chef behind it all.
¿Cómo definirías a Atempo en una frase?
Atempo, al final una cocina muy viva, una cocina realmente que hay mucha acción. Para mí, al final lo que digo, ahora lo vemos un poquito, es que al final es como un teatro, ¿no? Realmente es una cocina muy viva y que al final intentamos plasmar un poquito pues ese pequeño escenario realmente aquí luego a la mesa.
¿Qué es lo más difícil para ti o lo que se te da mejor a la hora de dirigir el equipo?
Bueno, obviamente hay esa parte emocional, ¿no? donde al final hay que saber trabajar un poquito con una parte un poquito más personal de cada uno, tener un camarero, chicos pues al final en cada área, y al final hay esa parte de emoción del restaurante, saber un poquito pues, gestionar en momentos a veces de tensión o momentos que el restaurante está pues un poquito más fuerte de faena o de volumen en momentos del turno, pues aparte, ¿no? Realmente pues saber llevar la calma, ¿no?
Para algún estudiante que se plantea pues ser cocinero, ¿qué virtud crees que debería tener? ¿Disciplina?
Bueno, es eso, al final es una constancia, ¿vale? La palabra es un camino muy largo, ¿no? Es un camino de constancia, ¿no? Now we continue with the next part, with the artichoke. It combined in the same stuff with eel, with sugar, is a unagi sauce. And finish with the same part of the fish, the crunchy.
Okay, we are going to try this artichoke, which comes from Prat de Llobregat, and the eel from Delta, so 2 Catalan products, and the aspect is great. The sauce is lovely, eh?
And then Silvia brings us Viña Grabonia, a white Rioja, crisp, slightly creamy, with a beautiful nutty finish. We actually know this one from Hermanos Torres restaurant. And then they bring the next plate, and Iñaki serves it again.
We'll continue with the mushrooms in this case, with the rovellon and camagroc. It's combined with the Iberican pork.
It's a little special, with flavors you don't expect. Earthy, rich, and really original.
So we've got mushroom, we've got Iberian whole, and we've got the truffle and some yolk here.
We are now on the verge of discovering Atempo's signature dish, the royal hare, revealed to us here for the first time. But before that moment arrives, they first invite us to try the fish course, a steamed hake paired with a very special wine. Next comes the hake, steamed with seaweed, with pil-pil, and a seaweed tempura, char, green beans, and a stew of cod tripe. And the cod has been cooking right in front of us, super fresh, completely live.
To start, we have to enjoy enjoy. Look at the plate, it's beautiful. And then look at the fish spine. Let's start with the skin, the hake skin, and with the creams. And let's try the hake. We should taste all the ingredients together. Extremely fresh. A perfect match, the wine.
And then they serve a local wine, Vallpó 2023 from Priorat. It's a Garnacha Carinyena blend. Fresh, elegant and quietly intense. The kind of red that lingers on the finish and makes you want one more sip. And they serve it with a Tempo's star dish, recommended by the Michelin Guide. Hare royale with roasted pumpkin cream, black garlic and ajo blanco.
The presentation is amazing. Look at all the structure of the hair and look at the cutlery. It's super original, eh? And in the Michelin restaurants, they change in all the place. The cutleries change. Okay, I'm going to start with the pumpkin. Look, that's a truffle on the pumpkin. It's very consistent, eh? It has a special flavor, the hair.
And next they pour a 2021 Burgundy Pinot Noir. Silky and earthy with a quiet power, the perfect red to carry this next scene. And with this wine they bring a dish that's really, really original. And this cook explains it so well.
We continue with the quill. In this case we had lollipops, if you like you like. It's glazed with the mousse sauce of the quill. One crispy taco full of foie gras. We cured the foie gras in salt. And we're gonna continue with the quill breast. We smoke these herbs. We cook next to this stew, baby corn and the wings. All these are making in the Josper oven, the brisket, so have a lot of smoke flavor. We're going to finish with this sauce and a reduction of red wine.
The presentation of this dish is incredible. Look at the quail, the rice, the popcorn and the wing. And this is the conclusion of the menu after we just get the desserts.
So now a quick recap of our main dishes. In Act 1, the first scene was that noisette butter with osetra, caviar and toasted bread. The second scene, the Normandy oyster dissected into different parts. The third was the seeded swordtoad served with Atempo's olive oils. Then the fourth, the scarlet prawn maki. The fifth was the artichoke and eel with teriyaki. The sixth, grilled mushrooms with cured egg yolk and Iberico pork jowl. The seventh was the seaweed steamed Hake with pil-pil. And then the signature scene, the hare royale. And finally, the ninth, quiet cook in different ways. It's been a real show. Everything done right in front of us with so much passion.
And I like using my fingers. Look the sauce.
Wow, crunchy foie, eh? It's a lovely end, eh? It's a little oily, eh? The coverage.
This is the last course. We are just ending the main courses and we are so happy and enjoying a lot. The food was delicious.
It was everything I had hoped for and completely worth the wait. But then Iñaki came over and told us to get ready because the desserts were still to come. And when he revealed that some of his personal favorites were the petit fours, I knew the night wasn't over yet. And now we begin the final act of this show, this beautiful performance that is Atempo, the little sibling in the ABaC universe. And tonight it's been full of surprises. And to start this last act, they prepared dessert live right in front of us.
This will help us to freeze this yogurt and make rocks and burrs. At the base we have some osmotized cucumber, mint and basil sorbet. On the sides we have some olive oil gummies. We finish with this yuzu.
It's lovely, and now it's like a pre-dessert, eh? The oily sweets are nice, eh? It's a pre-dessert, and not very sweet, just preparing you for the palate for the dessert.
And now they present a special take on tarte tatin, made with pear, and they finish it live, right in front of us. I have to tell you, tarte tatin is one of my favorites, so I'm really curious how this version tastes.
We're gonna use it to pair this dessert.
Pear tatin and lovely cook here, lightly. Okay. Very healthy, light, This is cut the meat. It's lovely, eh?
And they serve this final chocolate dessert with this wonderful sweet wine from the Muller in Tarragona. It's made with garnacha blanca and garnacha negra. It's a pure dessert in a glass.
That's a lovely ice cream dessert. Dark brown and white chocolate with topinambur, which is a Jerusalem artichoke that we tried at 212 and we love it. And it's not very sweet, eh? It has this different flavor.
And we end this beautiful performance with a petite force, served on this gorgeous leaf, and the coffee on this special cup, handmade ceramics by Imus. It's one of those small details that makes the whole experience feel crafted.
We just received the check. Let's see. 2 menus, that's the 2 grand menu, 370, and 1 pairing, 95. A total of 465 euros.
Atempo is part of the ABaC universe, but it has a strong identity of its own. You can feel the essence, the technique, the perfectionism, the precision, and for the people who can't or simply don't want to spend 3-star money, this is a beautiful way to taste that world. It's intimate, so much happens right in front of you, dish after dish, scene after scene, and honestly, congratulations to Iñaki Aldrey, the way he runs this restaurant with care, control, and humility is something special. And as always, I leave you with my favorite words: enjoy and thanks for joining.